Imagine living in a house for 30 years, your own rules, your own furniture, even your own neighborhood meetings, but when you show up at the Global Homeowners Association they say, sorry, you don't exist. That's Somaliland, a functioning independent state since 1991, but officially invisible to the world. Somaliland has its own government, currency, army, and holds democratic elections, often called free and fair. In a region known for chaos, Somaliland has quietly built a peaceful society. They issue passports, some countries accept them, but not the country itself. It's like using a gift card for a store no one admits exists. This isn't just a political debate, it's about what it means to be a country. We're talking about nearly 6 million people, waiting for the world to catch up. For 3 decades, Somaliland has been the responsible adult in a chaotic neighborhood. Now, in 2026, the world is finally paying attention. Somaliland's push for recognition is about more than history. It's about modern geopolitics, trade, and security. The world might finally be forced to listen. To get Somaliland, you need a quick history rewind. Britain colonized the north, Italy the south. In 1960, British Somaliland was briefly an independent country, 5 days on the map, officially recognized. Then, it joined the south to form Somalia. The union quickly soured, with power concentrated in Mogadishu and the north marginalized. After a brutal civil war and the fall of Somalia's dictator in 1991, Somaliland's leaders said, enough. They restored their old borders, declaring independence, not as separatists, but as a return to their brief sovereignty. Since then, Somaliland has built a nation from scratch: clan conferences, a constitution, and a unique blend of tradition and democracy. While Somalia spiraled into chaos, Somaliland demobilized militias, held elections, and ensured peaceful transfers of power. All this, with almost no international aid or recognition. It's like winning the World Cup, but no one's there to hand you the trophy. Their argument, they're not breaking away, they're reclaiming what was once theirs. The Horn of Africa used to be seen as a land of pirates and conflict. Now, it's a hotspot for global powers. Why? Location. The Bab el-Mandeb Strait is a vital choke point for global trade. Control it, and you influence world commerce. China, the US, Turkey, the UAE, and others are all vying for influence, building bases and investing in ports. Somaliland's long coastline on the Gulf of Aden is its trump card. In a region of instability, Somaliland offers rare predictability. This changes everything. Recognition is now a matter of strategy, not just principle. Western nations see Somaliland as a potential ally against rivals like China and Russia. It could be key for maritime security and anti-terrorism. Somaliland's leaders know this, and they're leveraging it. They're not just asking for recognition, they're offering solutions to global challenges. Suddenly, Somaliland is central to the world's new great game. If Somaliland is the main character, the Port of Berbera is the plot twist. Once a sleepy port, Berbera is now a world-class facility thanks to major investment from Dubai's DP World. It's the new gateway to the Horn of Africa, handling massive container ships. Ethiopia, a landlocked giant, is Berbera's biggest customer, desperate for alternatives to Djibouti. The new Berbera corridor links the port to Ethiopia, giving it a vital second route to the sea. For Somaliland, this means steady revenue and a powerful ally. For Ethiopia, it's economic security. Their recent deal, Ethiopia gets port access, Somaliland gets a shot at recognition, cements this alliance. The port deal is more than business. It's proof Somaliland can handle major international projects. Berbera is Somaliland's proof of concept, stability, potential, and a real economic hub. It's no longer a theoretical state. It's a functioning player in the global economy. The world can't ignore that. Somaliland is open for business and recognition. So why hasn't Somaliland been recognized? The answer: international law, regional politics, and fear of setting a precedent. The African Union worries that recognizing Somaliland could spark a wave of secessionist movements. But Somaliland argues it's restoring old borders, not creating new ones. An AU mission once called Somaliland's case unique, but the report was shelved. Somalia's government fiercely opposes Somaliland's independence, and its voice carries weight internationally. The world's default has been to wait for the AU to act first, so nothing happens. For 3 decades, Somaliland has paid the price for this diplomatic standoff. Why is Somaliland's push for recognition gaining steam now? Because the region is more unstable than ever. Ethiopia faces conflict, Sudan is in crisis, Somalia battles extremists. Amid this chaos, Somaliland stands out as a beacon of stability. It's kept peace, built security forces, and kept extremists at bay, on its own. Western countries now see Somaliland as a proven security partner. Its stability is no accident. It's the result of deliberate, homegrown peace building. The contrast with its neighbors makes Somaliland's case stronger than ever. The Ethiopia port deal forced the world to pay attention. Now the question isn't if Somaliland should be recognized, but if the world can afford not to. Somaliland's latest push for recognition is strategic, not desperate. By finalizing the port deal with Ethiopia, it's become indispensable to a regional powerhouse. 33 years of patient state building have led to this moment. Somaliland built democratic institutions, maintained peace, and fostered economic growth. The current push is the climax of decades of hard work. The Ethiopia deal has sparked global debate and forced countries to take a stand. The more people learn about Somaliland's story, the harder it is to ignore. In the information age, reality on the ground is challenging outdated diplomatic formulas. Should the world finally recognize Somaliland's achievements, or stick to old borders that no longer fit reality? What do you think? Should Somaliland finally get its place on the map?